Hey, welcome to Suburban Death Metal Dad Bonus Tracks, episode 13. So, this appears to be a week of 13s because I'm going to be recording anyway, the recommends episode 13. So, anyway, just mentioning that, thought about it today by coincidence. Anyhow, I'll just get things started. And I'm going to start off with one that's going to be pretty brutal. And this might be their sickest artwork, I think. I mean, they definitely have tons of album covers that are sick, but I think this one's really memorable. And anyway, I'm talking about Butchered at Birth by Cannibal Corpse. I mean, Vincent Locke, 1991, and it's just absolutely gruesome. And I'm showing the CD. I do have an LP, but it's a reissue. I want to show the CD booklet because it has the original logo, which I think is killer. So next one came up. It's not a particularly great piece of art, but it's memorable to me. I remembered seeing it when I was young in a magazine or something like that, and it just stuck out to me. I'm talking about Indestroy, their first album, their only full length, and I thought this artwork was, it's a bit silly or whatever, but it's just basically memorable to me, and that's why I consider it important. And yeah, 1987 by artist Drew Elliott, that one. Next up on the list is a new release from 2024, and I was already a fan of the band, and then I saw this album was coming out, and thought the artwork was really cool. This is the kind of stuff I really like. I'm talking about Hemotoxin, When Time Becomes Lost. Just that, looks like a landscape from another planet, something like that. So I like that kind of stuff, so that's why I put it on the list. Next on the list, a band from Germany called Depression, and the album artwork I'm showing here is their 2000 release, Chronisch Depression, artist Kai. And I don't know, I like the band, but also like their album covers. They're different. They're not the typical death metal, death grind covers. Sometimes they use what looks like a photograph, of a landscape with a building, or like this one, and it just looks really eerie in my opinion, and I like it a lot. Next on the list, a 2023 release, the band Horrendous, Ontological Mysterium, and I really like this artwork by Brian Smith, and might be my favorite so far, And I remember when this was announced, the pre-orders, they had, shirts and hoodies with this on. I was debating, and I didn't pull the trigger on that one, and I kind of regret not doing that because it would have been cool to have, like a hoodie with this album cover, in my opinion. All right, so basically those are all CD covers, and the rest of these that I'm showing are going to be the LPs, and starting things off with a pretty sick one from 2019, talking about Tomb Mold, Planetary Clairvoyance. I think this is probably my favorite Tomb Mold album cover, although the previous one and the new one are pretty good, and I like those as well, but it's probably my favorite. Next on the list is Sepultura Arise from 1991, artist Michael Whalen, and I think that's pretty sick. Some kind of, I don't know, grotesque formation. You can see a small person down there that looks like they're it's Stonehenge or something like that. So pretty sick in my opinion. All right, next up on the list, another release from 1991, and this is definitely a death metal classic, and the artwork as well, I think, is also a classic. Andreas Marshall talking about Immolation, Dawn of Possession, just pretty sick, evil, demons basically possessing angels. So fits the album, great album, great artwork. All right, next on the list, another release from 1987, and this one also like the Indestroy. It's not particularly a great piece of art. It's just I remember seeing this album in the store when I was younger, and basically stuck with me. And talking about Indestructible Noise Command and their Razorback release with this creature pushing some helpless person on a gurney. So not sure what's in store for that guy, but I'm thinking it's not good. So I mentioned at the beginning of the video that this is bonus tracks episode 13, and I got recommends episode 13 I'm going to be recording this week. So this made me think, why not grab Deceased, the 13 Frightened Souls, which is, a really cool piece of art. I didn't just grab it because it's the 13th. episode or whatever. I actually do like this piece of art, and thought it was appropriate to grab it and show it in the video. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.